Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the incredible story of Moses, the prince who became a shepherd. Moses was born a Hebrew but raised as an Egyptian prince. Imagine growing up surrounded by riches, servants, and power. He was trained in their schools, wore royal robes, and ate at Pharaoh's table. But deep inside, Moses never forgot who he was. He saw his fellow Hebrews toiling under the hot Egyptian sun, whipped, beaten, and burdened. Their cries echoed in his soul. One day, everything changed. While walking among the laborers, Moses saw an Egyptian taskmaster brutally beating a Hebrew slave. A fire lit inside him. Looking in every direction to make sure no one was watching, he stepped in and struck the Egyptian down. The man died. Fearing discovery, Moses quickly buried the body in the sand. But secrets don't stay buried for long. The next day, Moses saw two Hebrews fighting and tried to break up the argument. But one of them turned to him and said, "Who made you ruler and judge over us? Are you going to kill me like you killed the Egyptian?" Fear gripped Moses' heart. Word had spread. His act of justice had become a death sentence. When Pharaoh heard what had happened, he sought to kill Moses. With nothing but his life, Moses fled into the wilderness, leaving behind his title, wealth, and the only home he had ever known. Days turned into nights as Moses wandered through the desert, finally arriving in the land of Midian. There, exhausted and alone, he sat down by a well. As he rested, 7 daughters of a Midianite priest named Jethro came to draw water for their father's flocks. But a group of shepherds arrived and drove them away. Moses stood up once more, not as a prince but as a protector. He defended the women and watered their sheep. When they returned home early, their father was surprised. "Why are you back so soon?" he asked. "A man rescued us from the shepherds," they replied. "He even drew water for us in the flock." "Where is he?" Jethro said. "Invite him to eat with us." Moses came and stayed with them. In time he married one of Jethro's daughters, Zipporah, and began a new life as a shepherd. He named his firstborn son Gershom, saying, "I have become a foreigner in a foreign land." Moses spent 40 years in Midian, far from the palace of Pharaoh. But it was in this humble place, among sheep and mountains, that God was preparing him. The prince had become a shepherd, and soon the shepherd would become a prophet. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more Bible stories. God bless you.